as we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Gators about to kick it away and get this season started. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The option look. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Got his man. The Hogs getting it done through the air, evoking memories of Ryan Mallett.
And that's what the fans of Arkansas want to see. They've always got that physical ground game. They always want to have a little bit of balance, and when they get that balance, they get that offense cooking, they get everybody pretty excited. You might even get a woo, pig seaweed.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
You see this a lot from offensive coordinators. Where are you weak? Where are you vulnerable? Where can I get an edge? And you see him trying to get the ball in the perimeter early in the first quarter. Can I get outside the tackle boxes and have success?
And not only that, stretch them side to side, and it can pay off with your inside runs.
No doubt. Get them running sideline to side. Also get them a little tired.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Wants to throw. It's Green. Quickly complete. Breaks into the open. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a 1st down. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Goes to the option. Kept it, and he's past the marker. Touchdown, Razorbacks! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
Talking to the coaching staff coming into this game, they said explosive plays are going to be big for us. When we get our opportunities, we got to be able to hit on them, and you saw one right there that time, doing it on the ground on the opening drive of the game. That just shows you this offense, they are locked in and in tune and on the same page early.
And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Makes the grab, it's Sturdivant. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a first down play. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Hawkins. Turning it on! Strong, firm tackle.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route. Then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Gators moving quickly to the line. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Fires to the middle. Got him, and nobody's close. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Gators are moving quickly down the field. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Might be calling a hot route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Wide open, makes the catch. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The Gators didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They'll try the run. Powers through the defender. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
As a defense, when you're facing a big running back like this, you are making a business decision every time they carry the football. You've got to ask yourself the question, do I want to be taking this dude on head-to-head for the entirety of this football game?
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
And the Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Might be looking to run. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
The Gators will go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Touchdown, Gators! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Quarterback abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
And some room to work. Oh, he's got some space. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42.
You could tell he saw that grass open up, and he was not handing that football off. He was taking it himself. His eyes got enormous, chewed up the big play. Nice big chunk play for this offense.
They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. Going to the ground is what the Razorbacks love to do to move those chains with guys like Peyton Hillis and Darren McFadden.
Yeah, and you think of just Felix Jones along with the same era, just guys that toted the rock with some physicality, just tough guys that make you bring your lunch. When you want to come tackle them, you better bring it.
Quick toss. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Off play action. Here comes the heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
Now from inside the red zone. Trying to set up the screen. Quick step and go. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas!
This is a running back that can hurt you, not just getting handoffs, but they use him in the passing game as well. They called the screen at the absolute perfect time, and it ends up being a touchdown.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the ball's free, deep in his own territory. Bounced right back to them.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that, and the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
Makes the catch. It's Livingston. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. On the ground, it's Ball. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Looking to pass. It's Lagway. Fakes the grab. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
Quarterback making checks. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Livingston. There he goes. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. Few teams improved over the second half of last season as much as Florida. And Jesse, the biggest reason, the play of the young quarterback, DJ Lagway.
He was just unflappable a year ago, Reese, as a true freshman. We saw that on the field, but even in my time sitting down and meeting with him, he just has a poise and a demeanor and a confidence that you don't see very often in college. This is a different type of dude, and they're expecting him to take the next level, and with that, this program carrying it on their shoulders.
Going up top again. Got out of trouble and throws. He's got the tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
That's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
The Gators had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Quarterback now breaking the field. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. And the Gators will hustle to the line. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. He goes back at the 3.
I love the awareness by the defense here. Everyone thinking first down, down close to the goal line. The offense is going to run the football, right? But this defense was ready for the chance that the offense might throw it. So defenders playing the pass and getting upfield, getting to the QB. Awesome job.
Trying to pull his way in. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. A long way to go on 4th and goal. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They stop it almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover. Pick up the first. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
The old toss, right? Toss it to him on the perimeter, get on the edge quickly. The receivers better block on the outside. Go get me some positive yards, get a fast guy in space. Nice play call.
The Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. On the option. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
After run, now throw. And the quarterback will be forced out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage. I think they'll give him the sack.
You know, when quarterbacks get strung along towards the sidelines and they're getting chased, they really don't want to square up their shoulders a lot of times on the run and throw the football. So really good job chasing, making him run out of bounds and taking the loss of the play.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. Offense in a bunch formation. Dropping back, it's Green. Swings it out to his running back. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
And that's why defenses practice pursuit drills, right? All week long. Pursue. The play's never dead. You don't know what ball carriers are going to do. Sometimes they pirouette, they spin out, they try to reverse field, thinking they could be Superman and make a bunch of different guys miss. Not that time, though. Look at the defense and the speed they have. They never give up on the play, and they create a huge loss for this offense.
They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's ball. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
The give to the back. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the right. Complete downfield. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Florida. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And I love it. Trust your passing game. Trust your quarterback because you know he can execute. You have confidence in him, and that is the way you finish a first half. And now you got a chance to tie this football game up.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Iowa State is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that's been clicking in every facet of the game. They're up by 38 over the Rebels. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
And the extra point was good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Pretty good job of coverage on that kick. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They'll try the right side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Looking for a gap. It's ball. Makes the play in the backfield again, and the defense can use a timeout and get the ball back here.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
The Gators line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Oh, what a move. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Just enough time for one final play of the half. They'll try to slam it in. And they'll just play it safe with the run right back to the line of scrimmage, and we are at halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Razorbacks will kick it off to start the 2nd half. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. In front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll start the 3rd quarter with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him.
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Not able to get loose on the return, but what a play to put his team in business at the 33.
Wide receivers, you know, they might at least have a hint of diva in them, right? Like they're always open, aren't they, according to them? And I tell you what, it's hard to be a quarterback because when they do throw that hand up there, you want to throw them the football. You want them to have confidence. You want to force feed them. You want them to...
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Gator. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And how about this defense making plays? Not only do you force the fumble, the awareness to scoop it up. Understand the difference between trying to jump on it but pick it up and make a play. They make a play. In this offense, they have not put together a lot of scoring drives, and now they give up points on the other end. They got to get it together.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Scanning the field, it's Green. Buys a little extra time. Caught over the middle. It's Blake.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the end route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
The Razorbacks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the toss. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll run the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That's a really nice looking throw, and I'll tell you, he fits in great with this offense because there's been this philosophical shift recently in the SEC offensively. It used to be you had to run the football. I formation, 3 yards in a cloud of dust if you wanted to win. But today, though, you have got to be able to throw if you're going to win. You think about all the great offensive play callers now in the SEC, all the Heisman Trophy winners that have played recently at the QB position. You got to do it through the air, and this guy in Arkansas gives them a chance.
Turning it on. The 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Razorbacks. They take the lead with the 6.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And he puts through the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hawkins. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Off play action on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You've got to give your QB some time. You've got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Dances away to buy time. Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
On third down, going up top. With the catch, it's Wilson. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on fourth down. Under fire. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Here's the handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
The pitch to the left. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
His running ability has been, I think, the biggest key for his offense's success so far in this game. That time on the RPO, nobody open, and he just takes off running. And we've seen him do it in a variety of ways, on designed runs, on scrambles, and even in the RPO game. He's making the right decisions, and he's just too athletic for this defense to tackle.
And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a...
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Arkansas!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Penn State is currently ahead in this one, but it's been a close one so far today in Happy Valley. They are up by 7 over Nevada. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Flagway. Snagged out of the air. Creates a little room. Oh, he's got some space. Past the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Florida! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Coming out with it, it's Brown. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll leave it with him. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
I'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp. And the ball is free on the pitch. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. He's a tough, crafty back, but he couldn't find his way to the marker, and it'll be fourth down. And the Razorbacks will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He's got it inside the 40. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. sending the offense back to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Looking deep. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
That's a great play by the defensive back, swatting away that football on that deep pass.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? To the air. It's Lagway. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He'll try to do it himself. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up fourth down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
Caught close to the marker, it's Sturdivant. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up and then put another play back to back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pocket breaking down. They get him on the ground, didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it. The Gators want to crank the tempo. They'll give it to the back. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
It'll be third and long. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Catch in the middle, it's Hawkins. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the fourth. From the gun. Back's looking for the goal line. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Gator! The extra point here would tie the game. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Slips through the line. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. They'll start this drive from the 42. QB draw. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He'll keep it himself. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the first down, and what do they do right away? Right back on the football, ready to run some tempo.
Well, it's clear the coaching staff had a little conversation before this drive, and they said, we have got to run the football. All 4 plays of this drive so far have been runs, and they're taking a bit of an attitude shift here. They want to be physical, and they want to pound the defense into submission.
They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
I get it. It's the 4th quarter. It's a tie game. I need to go out and make a play offensively. But I tell you what, I'm going to be on the sideline now after that interception. As a quarterback, I'm like, please, defense, please go out there and bail me out. Give me another opportunity to go take the lead and win this ball game.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Back to pass, it's Lagway. Quick strike complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And the Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. Now the play fake. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a 4th down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. 4th down, you got to have it. You got to be on the same page, and they were there.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
Leaves it with the running back. There he goes.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, get down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why won't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
The Gators line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Florida! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and said, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there and get me one more.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Men, a gigantic collision of top 5 teams, and it is now a final. Ohio State found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win. But this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in Columbus. A top-5 clash and a thoroughly impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Here comes the option. Creates a little space. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He's going to take off. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
The Razorbacks can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll try the outside to the left. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The name of the game right now is getting yards and getting them in chunks. However you want to do that. I'm fine running the football, but you've got to be more productive than what we've seen on these last 2 plays.
These fans stepping up to help this defense up. Oh, and he can't hold the catch, and the ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And that's a tough one to swallow, man. You got yourself in a position where you can go tie this football game. You're in a good spot. You're trying to move the ball down the field. Guys trying to make a play. Fumbles the football. Now you got to beg for the defense to somehow give you one more opportunity.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Open space at the 25. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Yeah, you got to be impressed with this offense, man. 4th quarter, they've been money. Great job putting drives together. Nice play there as well, but this offense has saved their best for the last part of this football game when they needed it the most.
Right back to the well. Fighting off the defender. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the tailback. Touchdown, Gator! And they take it in for 6 more points.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, beat, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. They fake it, and he'll try to run it in. And they'll knock him down. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. The returner will field it and bring it back. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
I'll tell you, you're lucky if you're watching a college football game and you see 1 return for a touchdown. That's now his 2nd of the game. This guy is absolutely lethal. He's shown you his open field running ability. He's shown you his speed. I'll be shocked if anybody kicks his way the rest of this game and the rest of the season.
And the extra point is good. Just over 20 seconds to play. They must recover this onside kick to have a chance. Defense will use a timeout. 22 seconds remaining in the game. Just over 20 seconds to play. They must recover this onside kick to have a chance. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Defense still with a couple of timeouts. They can force the issue, make the offense snap it again as they take a knee on this one. The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
That great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse